Hey, this is Pastor James coming to you with a midweek message to encourage you. And then after this message, I'd like to share some important things that are happening in our community. Now, the big idea I'd like to share with you this week is this, that things that don't get what they need start to break down. Think about your car. If you don't put fuel in your car, it's going to break down. Think about plants. If you don't water those plants, they're going to start to wither and die. Now, the question I have for you is this simple one. When do you say in your life, I need? Have you ever found yourself saying, I need a pair of sunglasses, I need a vacation to Hawaii, I need a new car, I need all of these things? And I don't know about you, but it can be pretty telling all the times you say need and you don't really need it. So the question is, what do you really need? That's the thing that I want you to think about. The times that you say, when do I need, or what do I need? And then the times when you can reflect on what you really do need. Now, this is the scripture that actually addresses this. It's a time when Jesus speaks in the middle of a giant festival, one of the biggest festivals at that time. Millions of people would have been crowded into Jerusalem, and they all would have been bombarded with messages telling them, just like we have today on TV or when we walk around town, messages that are saying, you need this, you need that. Well, this festival, Jesus is in the middle of it, and it's an amazing thing that he does. It says this, it says, on the last and the most important day of the festival, Jesus stood up and shouted to everybody, all who are thirsty should come to me. All who believe in me should drink. As the scriptures said concerning me, rivers of living water will flow out from within him. And then it says that Jesus said this concerning the Spirit. Now here's what Jesus was saying. He was saying that there is nothing more essential than water. We know that. And that Jesus is the source of living water. Now that's what you need. You need water. You need spiritual nourishment. You need sustenance. You need Jesus to get you through. And Jesus is saying, if you're looking for what you need in life, go to him. He will help to align your priorities so that you're living out of the essential things rather than the unessential things. Instead of being blown around by the winds of change, instead, you will be guided by the steady presence of God, which will turn you into a source of living in abundant blessings to the world around you. So, I pray that that's an encouragement to you. And as you reflect on that, I want to talk about a couple of things, a couple of needs here in our congregation and ways those needs have been blessed recently. First of all, there is this amazing app you can get at Highlands. It's so simple. You just open up your phone. If you need help downloading the app or finding it, just call us at the church. Email us. We'll send you or contact you and walk you through it. But the app has everything you need in terms of information about prayers, what the finances are doing at Highlands Church. Someone said they'd like to know more about that. And it also has these announcements about big things that are happening in our church. And the first one is our potluck. This Sunday, will you please come to the potluck? By the way, this is a one ingredient potluck. You can either bring a bowl of sour cream or cheese. And by the way, I've said that 100 times. So just email us and we'll let you know what to bring. Some small ingredient. Anything that can go in a burrito. I know some people are just bringing hot sauce. So just bring something to the potluck. If it's a plate of cookies, of course, that's good too. And whatever God's calling you to bring it. But there's going to be a great, great festival and feast on Sunday to end our serving series where we're talking about how to really ask what's needed. Now, the second thing is this. I told you about Hume Lake last week and how we had tons of kids signed up. Our kids that are going has even grown bigger, and now we have 32 kids going to Hume Lake Winter Camp, both kids in middle school and high school, and that's going to be happening in the first week of March. So we're just praising God for these kids that are going to be introduced to the living water. And the third thing is this. We asked for people to serve. We prayed that God would bring 51 people to serve in our ministries here at Highlands, both on the hospitality team and also in the kids ministry. The good news is we got all the people we need for the hospitality team, and then we got a bunch of people for the kids ministry. So now instead of needing 51, we're down to 23 and counting. Still people are communicating and contacting the church saying they'd like to help out. We still need this many people to serve in children's ministry so that we can have amazing full classes in all of the classrooms. We've had the kids, some of them consolidated in the classrooms, and also so we can open up our nursery again. It's time to open the nursery, but we need some hands and feet, some hearts, people who are willing to serve one Sunday a month. And here's the cool thing. I started out this series with this. The word abad, right, that means to work, in Hebrew also means to worship. Think about that. So to serve, the word serve in Hebrew actually also means to worship. So if you are serving on a Sunday, guess what you're also doing? You are worshiping God. So I want to encourage you to do these things. I want you to think about how you are being called to live out of your needs, out of the person of Jesus Christ into the world, and how you are being called to respond to the need around you. I love what God is doing right now. I pray you do too. This is a big moment in our life, in the life of this community. And if you haven't noticed, in the life of this world, this whole world is starving for the peaceful presence of Jesus. And we're all looking for ways to respond. Guess what? This is how we respond. And if we do this stuff together, we're going to see a future that's so different than the conflicts of the current time that we live in. So let's work toward that vision of heaven on earth. God bless you.